don't know about you guys, but I used to break out a ton on my forehead from the face shields, but I wouldn't have bought one just for nursing school. I can't even tell you how many times I've seen this with doctors and nurses and fellow students on the floor, and I know I really wasn't supposed to do that, and my instructor wasn't the happiest with me for that, but like, it's fine. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Welcome back to another video. Fair disclaimer, I just wanted to put this out there. I do still have some swelling on both my face and my neck from my surgery that was about a week and a half ago. Of course, swelling can persist until like 4 to 6 weeks post-op, so I'm still working through it, but I just wanted to let you guys know that in case you're like, something looks off. That's what it is. There's blatant asymmetry in my face right now. Anyway, if you guys don't know who I am, hi, I am, I guess I can officially say, a third-year nursing student at the University of Ottawa. I'm studying to get my Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, and I've just been documenting my journey to RN here, so I'd love if you guys would subscribe, join our little family, and see where this journey of mine takes me. But in today's video, I wanted to do a nursing school supplies haul, but also kind of in combination with what I think are essentials for nursing school, because I have purchased some new things for this school year, but there's also some things that I just think are essentials that every nursing student should have, so I'm kind of just combining the two videos into one, if that makes sense. There are about 1 or 2 things that I don't have right now. There are things that are coming in the mail, which I won't have access to until next week, I believe, but I wanted to get this video up as soon as possible, so I'll just let you guys know what those things are. So let's get into this video. So I literally have all my supplies all here right next to me, so you can probably get a little bit of a sneak peek, but I'm going to just like pull things, pick at things, show you what they are, and then tell you why I have them, why I think you should have them. It's basically a super chill video, so let's get into it. So first things first, a planner. So this is something that I obviously purchase every single year. I actually just picked this one up from Winners, and it's this really pretty mint color that I absolutely love, and it's a 18-month planner, and it says it takes real planning to organize this kind of chaos, but I don't really care for this saying. So I've actually ordered some Office stickers, like The Office, because I love that TV show, and I'm going to just plaster them all on the cover, but they are coming in the mail like next week. But yeah, this really gives me like day designer vibes. I like the little tabs here for every single month, and they have like little quotes for every month. They have like a decent amount of space for whatever it is that you need to add. But yeah, this is a little bit more of like an intricate planner than I usually get. In the past, I've just gone to like the dollar store and I've just gotten like one of those small, easy, lightweight planners. But since now I'm not really carrying a ton in my backpack when I am going to campus, I figured I can just get something that's a little bit thicker, just invest in something. It's a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, and why not? So obviously in nursing school, our schedules are pretty jam-packed with work and with home life and social life and whatnot, but then also with labs and clinical and theory and due dates and deadlines and appointments and whatever. So having a planner is just really crucial. Some people like to plan on their phones. I do that as well, but my go-to is usually writing things down in the planner. It's just such a great way to stay efficient and organized in everything that you do. So I don't really write things that are daily in here. Like I won't write my gym session or things like that, but like I would write due dates and classes and things like that I could stay on top of things. So the next thing is prescription glasses / blue light blocker glasses. So I wear prescription glasses and I actually have blue light blocking in them, but if you guys are looking for just blue light glasses or even any prescription glasses to add blue light blockers onto, I have a perfect company for you guys. So these are Ray-Bans, but I've actually just teamed up with the company TIJN Eyewear. They reached out to me, and I have 2 pairs right here that I just wanted to show you guys in case you're interested in shopping from their store. So they can add your prescription onto any glasses as well as blue light, so it's really nice. So I actually got these 2 styles right here. This one right here is kind of like a Harry Potter style. I figured I'll show you guys right now because why not? So they look like this, and these ones right here are a turtle shell and they look like this. This glare is a little bit stronger for my liking, but they're still really cute nonetheless. If you guys are interested in getting any blue light glasses, I would definitely recommend going to TIJN Eyewear. They actually are anti-fog as well. So yeah, just a good pair of glasses. If If you don't need prescription glasses, blue light is always still great to reduce the strain on your eyes and to reduce headaches and all that jazz. So next, this is a given, and that is a stethoscope. So I actually have the Littmann Classic 3 stethoscope. This is a very popular stethoscope, I feel like, in the healthcare field. Everybody has this, and even that, like, I have a black one with the silver hardware. This is such a popular color of stethoscope. I can't even tell you how many times I've seen this with doctors and nurses and fellow students on the floor. Now, Littmann is definitely expensive and it's an investment, but you don't need to get something like this. They have really good ones that are just $40, $50, which are cheaper than these, like less than half the price, and they do the trick. I just heard a lot of great things about Littmann, so I decided to just bite the bullet and get this. It has these two sides and yeah, everything you need to know. Diaphragm, bell, all that good stuff, you got it in there. This is something new that I've picked up this year. It's something that I needed last year, but with COVID, stethoscope sharing is not really a thing, nor are we leaving our stethoscopes just around. But I did notice at clinical that sometimes people would forget their stethoscopes in little carts that you would take to the rooms for vitals. I don't think that I would ever do that, but when you're busy and when you're like in the pace of things and whatever, sometimes you forget. So I wanted to avoid that. Like I mentioned, I have such a generic stethoscope, so I figured why not pick up a stethoscope name tag. This is from Prestige Medical, but I actually picked this up from my favorite store ever, Scrubs For Them, here in Ottawa and Carlingwood Mall. I love their store. The staff is amazing. You've probably heard me talk about them before, but that is where I picked up my stethoscope name tag from. So right over here, it has like this cute little butterfly print, and then you can just write your name up here and just like clip it onto your stethoscope. I thought this would be really great to have, especially when you have such a generic looking stethoscope like myself. So the next thing is a pen light and then lots of other pens. So this was my tried and true pen that I used all the time in clinical last year. I don't even know, Pentel, fine, I think it's Papermate. I don't even know where I found this, but it's kind of like a gel pen and I loved it. But I actually broke off the little clip in the back. I'm not sure if it's really focusing, but I was just really anxious one day at clinical and it just like broke and it was fine. But yeah, pen lights, lots of pens, and then this is a pen light that I finally picked up. I kind of put this off for a while because at clinical, like, we would just use the flashlight at the nurses station, and I know I really wasn't supposed to do that, and my instructor wasn't the happiest with me for that, but like, it's fine. I would just go put it back afterwards, but I was like, I'll definitely need it for my nursing career moving on. So this is also from Prestige Medical, but I picked this up from Scrubs For Them in Carlingwood Mall. So it's just the soft LED pen light with the pupil gauges on the side, which are just really important for myself, and I feel like especially just as a student, it's nice to have that to reference. Love that. Just black again, really plain, really simple. I should definitely get some sort of like labels or something on here to mark that it's mine, but definitely something that you need to have in nursing school. This next thing, some schools might issue this already, some placements might give you this, but my school doesn't, and that is a badge reel and then like a card holder situation. So I'm not going to show because mine has my ID in here, but I picked mine up from Amazon. I actually believe I got two for $10. So I really like this little clip here because it has this clip here, which I believe is an alligator clip, but then it also has this right here, if it wants to focus, right here, and as you can see, I have my lock on it, so like I don't have to worry about losing anything. And then this has my IDs for both my schools, so uottawa and Algonquin, and then also my N95 mask fit card. And also I really like that this is this. I'm so bad at explaining, so thank God that you guys can see this, because you can add on like anything on here that you need, so it's really nice. And then just following off of that, you guys may have seen, but I have a little lock here. I have a little lock here, and then I also have my keys here. That's what I like to use for my locker at placement. Obviously you are putting your stuff there for 8 hours, and we like to think that everybody's a great person and nobody's gonna go through and whatever, but you just never know, so you need a lock. And I just chose to have a lock with a key because I have not used a code lock in years and I'm forgetful, and it just wasn't something I wanted to do. So definitely having this little clip on there is so much like more convenient because I can have my lock and my keys on here, and they're always on me when I'm at clinical as well. This next item is a stethoscope carrying case. Now I don't think this is totally necessary because sometimes this can just be like an extra expense. It's not like a core thing you need, right? But I definitely think if you have the means to do so, that this is something that you should get, something you should invest in. They're not usually too expensive. I believe mine was maybe like $15 off of Amazon, and it's really great quality. It's like a hard hard little shell. It has this cute print on it as well. I love the color, but the inside is just the best thing ever. It has like a little velvet interior, so you don't need to worry about your stethoscope getting scratched up. And it also has little spaces for your pen, for your ID badge, and whatever. This is just a little hair tie that's here. But I really personally like having this for like my little one stop before I head onto the floor at clinical. I usually put in my stethoscope, my ID, pens, and whatever else that you would need. Just having it all in here, and you can just boom, 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 take everything out, head onto the floor, and you know you're good to go. Again, if you have the means to do so, I would definitely recommend getting one of these. It's just such a nice way to make sure that your stethoscope is protected and that everything is in one place, so it makes your life so much easier. The next thing is to have a small notebook for clinical. So they make super duper small ones that you can just pop in your scrub pockets, and this is really great for just jotting down any like vitals or anything like that that you need before you have access to go to the computer and document it, just so you remember the vitals and whatnot. So I would just take a piece of paper or post-it note and put that in my scrub pocket, but like a nice little notebook is really nice too because all your papers are together. So I would recommend a notebook, but you can also use post-it notes. They can be equally as useful. So I have like this little book right here that has a bunch of little post-its in here. So I obviously didn't carry this whole book around in my pockets, but I would just take one of the tabs. I had a green one, and I would just put it in my pocket and write down like whatever I would write for my vitals and stuff like that to just record them before I had the chance to go at the computer and document them. So having something like that is really nice. It's not like totally necessary. You can definitely get by with just having a piece of paper, but I think it's nice using a notebook or something like this, like a little stack of post-its where you can have everything all in one space, especially if you need to refer to them like when it comes to your care plan or assignments for clinical and things like that. So we're gonna get into a few of like the clothing things. So first things first, having a good pair of clinical shoes. For us, we don't really have any limitations that are totally bad. I mean, we can't wear Crocs or clogs, and we just can't have mesh shoes, but any other shoe like can really do, doesn't matter the color. So personally, I just use my black Air Force Ones that I've had literally since the 11th grade. Last year I decided to just have them be my clinical shoes, and they worked out perfectly for me. I used to work retail and I was on my feet for 7-8 hours sometimes at a time, and those shoes were like the perfect thing ever for my back, for my feet, for my knees, and everything. So I personally just figured they would be perfect for clinical. But I know Air Force Ones are expensive and you probably don't want to go out and buy them just for placement, but if you are looking for some other options too, you can always just go to like Walmart or even check Amazon for the most cheap option. But I would definitely recommend having a good pair, and also something that you can use just for placement, something that you won't wear outside, out and about and stuff like that, just for safety and sanitary purposes. The next thing is to have a good pair of scrubs. Now you don't need to have many pairs of scrubs. Ideally, I would recommend having at least 2 so that you can shuffle between them, but most schools do clinical once a week, and even if you have 2 shifts back to back, you can always wash them in between. But just having that good solid pair of scrubs that are comfortable, that are good quality, that is really, really important in my opinion. So I went to Scrubs for Them earlier this month, and I just picked up a new pair of scrubs that I wanted to show you guys. I really love these, so because this is sort of like a nursing school supplies haul / essentials video, I figured I'll show you the newest pair of scrubs that I did get. So it's just like this blue. It's a lovely color. This is super hard to show you guys because of the camera setup and whatever, but I love this top. They also have, of course, the matching bottoms. So these are a jogger bottom. They're Ava Teresa. I love them. And a friend of mine actually got put onto these as well from me. She loves her scrubs too, so it's just really nice having a good pair of scrubs that are comfortable and durable. And you know, this isn't just something you're going to wear for school. You're gonna wear these in your career as well in the field, and they can be a pair of scrubs that can last you for like 10-15 years, you know? So definitely get a good pair of scrubs. So next, what we need are a good pair of compression socks. These ones right here are a newer pair. I got these at the end of my last clinical, so I haven't worn them in the hospital yet, but they're really cute. They're from Sockwell, but these have cute little dogs on them, and I absolutely love them. I got the size medium / large, which is women's size 8 to 11. I'm a size 8, so perfect right there. But compression socks are a must. So the next thing is to have a watch. So you don't need to have an Apple Watch. I have an Apple Watch because I use this for my workouts, but I wouldn't have bought one just for nursing school. So any digital watch or any analog watch that you have will do it. Just make sure you have something that's durable, something that can last you throughout your shift, and something that you can rely on. So of course in nursing school, it's not all about placement and lab. We obviously have notes to take, so having a good laptop or iPad is necessary. This is my MacBook Air 2017. I bought this all by myself in the 11th grade and I love her. She's lightweight, she gets the job done, and she's very durable. You don't need to spend all this money on a computer or an iPad. You can get like a $200, $300 HP one or whatever you have and it will still work. Obviously you can also write notes by hand too, but I just think having notes typed and something like this that you can take with you everywhere that has access to all your schoolwork is just something good to have. So whether you want to invest or whether you're not in a place where you think it's worth it to invest, just having a device that you can rely on is really important to have. So next, I've already touched on prescription glasses and blue light glasses, but we need to talk about our safety goggles. So face shields are mandated in some hospitals still, so I feel like having these little safety goggles are so much nicer, so much cuter, and a lot easier. And I don't know about you guys, but I used to break out a ton on my forehead from the face shields, so I'm really looking forward to wearing these cute ones, and I picked these up from Amazon and I'm excited to wear them. I'm running out of time because my camera is going to run out of space, but having a good water bottle, leave it at the nurse's station, leave it in your locker, just make sure you have something to keep you hydrated. This is a recent purchase. These are nursing cards. I picked these up from Amazon and I'm absolutely in love. There are 49 of them and they cover a ton of different specialties over here. So they have general, peds, cardiology, labs, pharm, OB, respiratory, endocrine, and neuro, and there's just so many of them, and they can hook onto your badge reel thing as well. So I'm really excited. And the last thing are band-aid scissors, medical scissors, whatever you call them. I don't have mine right now. I just ordered mine like last night, so they'll be coming from Amazon, but I'm really excited to have them because I remember in my clinical I had to do dressing changes and wound care and stuff, and like we could never find scissors anywhere, so I figured I should be proactive and just have my own band-aid scissors on me so that I'll be ready to go. But those are kind of my nursing school essentials slash my nursing school haul of supplies. I hope this video was helpful and I hope it gave you an idea of what you should look out for and what you should get for nursing school. So if you guys have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. That's all from me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.